And getting back to our top story, the scene of a violent standoff between the RCMP and shale gas protesters near the village of Rexton, New Brunswick. Joining me live on the line now is Mayor of Rexton, David Hanson. David, how are you today?
How are you today?
The situation obviously pretty nasty there. We've seen some video. We've seen some pictures come from Rexton. What can you tell us?
Well, as I pointed out to one of your reporters earlier, to Carrie, there's not a whole lot of information that I have at the moment. I'm working with government officials and with RCMP to try and get more, but I can say that it has been a non-restful day in our area, and it's been a concern to our citizens for sure.
Yeah, and David, being the mayor of the town of Rexton, obviously people come to you during situations like this. What have they been asking you? What are their concerns?
Well, their concerns are what is taking place, who's looking after us, that type of thing. What can we expect? And these are the questions that I'm trying to get answered all day long. As I said previously, the protest was outside of the village boundaries, which was really outside of our jurisdiction. But as of today, a number of the police cars that were burnt were within our village boundaries, and some of them, one or two, very close to our main sewage pumping station, which led us to great concern simply because the protesters wouldn't let our fire equipment get to that scene.
So, David, within your village, then, you're seeing, obviously, there's police officers. Are there also some of the security personnel, as well as protesters, that have come into your jurisdiction?
I wouldn't. Obviously, some of the protesters did come into our jurisdiction because that's where the police cars were. Some of them were burned. I'm told 5 at this point. There may be more. I'm not sure, but they were on the very edge of our village boundaries. Yeah.
Were you witness to any of this?
Boundaries. Block between my home and the municipal office in order to get out to that area, so I wasn't witness to any of that personally, no.
Yeah, we hear that these blockades have been going on for a couple of weeks. Have you seen these protests before in this area?
Nothing, no. We've seen a few small marches and that sort of thing, but nothing to this extent, no.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, David. And David, just stay safe, and all of our prayers are with the people in your village, of course. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
That was David Hanson, Mayor of the village of Rexton, New Brunswick.